What's up? Now, I don't know how the volume is going to go, if there's going to be any kind of echo or anything. It's my first time doing a video over here. I recently did this video and I felt like it was too long. It was over 25 minutes. And I felt like, because I was like using my laptop, watching my video, going over each part 1, 2, and 3 of my Blu Ray collection. And I felt like it was going slow, and it actually did go pretty slow. So I decided, you know what? Let's not go by the video and I'll turn around, look at my Blu Ray collection and go over like some of the mistakes, and some questionable movies that people could wonder. But before we get into that, I do want to say again, people, my block game is on point. Now, the reason why I let you guys know this is just I want people to be able to express their thoughts on my channel. I want them to be smart enough to be able to. Otherwise, you just get blocked, because it's not important for me if you're dumb to be on my channel. I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, I want millions and millions of subscribers of dummies. Like I said, I couldn't be one of those hate channels, because if you've seen their subscribers, it's very creepy to have those kind of people follow you. It's just something's wrong with them. So yeah, I'm not one of those people. This is not, if this was Facebook, a lot of people wouldn't be able to be invited in my friend list. As in like just people hate and all that, and just ignorant people. I'm trying to say. So this is the thing, man. So this thing. Oh yeah, I gotta get back to my block game is on point. So real quickly is, man, I had to block like comments on my video. What is the title? These white savior movies have got to stop. And I put Doom Part 2 sucks, whatever. And I think I said on that specific video, I did that. It's to trigger the dumb idiots that are obsessed, hoping this movie makes $1 billion or something. And they're like, it's kind of like those people who send money to Trump when he tries to tell people he's a billionaire, when he really isn't. But it's like, oh, he's a billionaire, let's try to get him a GoFundMe. Those kind of people. I know it bakes them to show their true colors, how stupid they are, because they see the title, and no matter what I say in the video, they still want to believe that you believe in these things about females would attack you if you do a stand-up comedy about females. They want to feel that you're angry like they are about nonsense, and they are in their parents' basement. So yeah, I got some comments that said something about, so you think Doom 2 is a white savior movie, and then blah. So you say Doom 2 is a white savior, but blah. I don't read it all. I just block, and sometimes I get a comment that says, so you block people because block. Say on the things that really matter, and because those kind of things, it's more for idiots that will concentrate on things that don't matter. I know if I concentrate on what you feel like that matters, I'll be talking about absolutely nothing. Trust me, people. And one of the biggest examples for me and lessons for me to know that do not concentrate on ignorant people is video responses. I've seen people go on for hours about the most pointless shit over and over again, and they're in their parents' house, and they just don't know why they're at where they're at right now. So yeah, my block game is on point. Let you understand that. I want people to be able to be smart enough to be on my channel. If you're not, you gotta go. I'm sorry. Not really sorry. Actually, I love my block list. I always have. So anyways, let's get started. I'll say I got one comment, or actually 2 comments. One, I'm not going to respond to really too much, but, it's like one of those ignorant kind of comments, like you're just like, there's no point replying to me. His comment saying spam. It was, oh, you have all the Matrix, and trying to say my Blu Ray collection sucks because I bought, not all the Matrix, but I have 1, 2, and 3, and I should only have 2 because only the original was good. I heard that from losers, like, oh, the original's good, why did you keep buying? No, I know when to stop buying. No, the other ones are just okay or entertaining. Something like being a person that, when I see people's Blu Ray collection, they'll have, oh, I bought all the Hunger Games, all the Twilight, all the Harry Potters, all the Goodfellas and Godfathers, and they're just buying a whole bunch of shit no one's ever going to actually rewatch. That's why you don't really see, like, you didn't see really any Disney Marvel in there. I used to have them in there for my kids, but they were not really caring for it, and I knew when I bought those, no one was ever going to ask to watch those, and I knew I wasn't either. So I said, hey, we got Disney Plus. If my kids ever get into it, they can go to Disney Plus, which is, I don't think they are. It's just, they're not good movies, but YouTube, grown-ass dudes, are hype up by them, call them epic and awesome, spectacular and crap. So yeah, and I got some other comments, some guy arguing with me, because I think it's my part 3, he was saying that, no, it's a camera, not a recorder. How are you going to argue with me and tell me what I got? It's a recorder, and I sent him the kind of recorder I have. It's a Sony 4K recorder that right now costs almost $1,000, but I bought it on sale when it was like $700 like years ago. It's been through some I'm beaten up by being dropped sometimes. It still works, but I'm really I was planning on never using my 4K recorder for videos. But anyways, let's get started so we don't make a long video. I don't want to stand really because, but I might have to. But one more thing is, I don't go over movies that people hate or angry about. So of having them, explaining why I have them, that I'm not going to do. No, I'm not a loser. You know, same as, oh, you have all three of the Matrix. Loser. Anyway, so let me stand up real quick. I don't want to stand because I know my pants, these pants keep falling down. Yeah, so let's get started here. Let me get started here. Let's get started here. So I gained a little bit of weight, so don't judge me. I will be losing it, but I'll explain something about me and probably about this weekend. Soon, basically. A little secret I've been hiding. So anyways, listen. So what I got here? So what I said about, I'm going to say something about Spider-Man movies. You know, I don't have Amazing Spider-Man 1, and I talked about that before, about how the Amazing Spider-Man 1 was being called amazing through a lot of reviews because of the title of the movie is called Amazing, and that movie sucked. It had way too many coincidences. But when Amazing Spider-Man 2 came out, they were trying to say they both suck now because they made a black eye Electro. So they both must suck now. And I've seen that pattern happen before with another movie where they were praising the previous one, but then they start trying to say, oh, they all suck now because of their biased racism. But, you know, so I do have Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's kind of like I have certain movies that I don't fully watch them, but I see enjoyment in them. And I said in my review, the only story that was good in Amazing Spider-Man 2 was the bad guy story. I had understanding and empathy or whatever I'm looking for, where I felt sad usually for the bad guy story. The love story, I was actually getting kind of bored. I just thought it was so, and I think I should give another chance because I was so more annoyed of it from the first one, of the love story. But if I tell the first one doesn't exist, then maybe I'll be fine with the second one. But I can't remember the first one, but I think it was so stalkerish love story or something like that. It was him climbing up to the roof and it's like, oh hey, you know, this is normal. I can't remember. But it was just so weird. So let's see. I don't have Mission Impossible 2, as you know. Let's see. So I'm going to do it this way so I can go down quicker how to do this. I have the Rocky thing that I think this one only goes to the one with the Russian and the 4K on one. You can look that up yourself, what 4K Rocky has. And then it goes to Creed 2. And like I said, I hate when they put numbers in their movies, and so they can pretend I like my collection to be I see my collection as art, you know. So I can see a frown about of looking at it, where I see something's missing because it has numbers. But I see that's Creed 2 because he's the second Creed, so I make excuses for it. But you know, one thing that was actually always clenching my mind when it used to be when I showed my Blu Ray collection was my Disney Marvel. I only had about 11 of them just to make the story make sense. but there were movies that no one cared to watch. I already knew that before buying it, like I said, and I didn't care to really watch them either. So I got rid of basically all my Disney Marvel. But one more thing. But I do have Spider-Man No Way Home because I see it as a conclusion, giving an ending to the 2 Spider-Man movies. But it just wasn't enough for me to buy Amazing Spider-Man 1 because that sucked. What do we got here? I'm trying to look for movies that people could be questioned about. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is praised through social media as a really great movie. That movie sucks, and War of the Planet of the Apes is not that good either. War of the Planet of the Apes is okay. It's not better than Rise of the Planet of the Apes. It's kind of a rip-off of Rise of the Planet of the Apes, but War is just good CGI, but it's not anything that I see to be anything. The Witch 2 was a letdown, but I still found enjoyment in it, and I think they're going to stop there, but I did understand there was complications of making The Witch 2, is why it took it so long to come out, and why it had certain problems in the movie, is what they said, but it was kind of like, repeating off the first one. And I kind of explained that about the Chris guy, is like sequels usually repeat all the first one, but I wasn't expecting The Witch 2 to be like completely trying to, repeat all the first one, but did a worse job at it. And I don't know if you could see it, but when I was showing it, that was Ace Ventura 1 and 2, when it has a combining kind of thing. I'm trying to look at things about questionable things. Okay, the Halloween thing, you want to know what Halloween that is. That is the original Halloween next to Halloween Kills. I do not like the original Halloween. I said it sucked. But because of the Halloween Kills was so much of a fun popcorn flick, that's not the word I had in my head. It was like a not guilty pleasure, but it was a amusing, if I pause, I can think of the word I'm looking for. But the most amusing killing I have ever seen, where it was enjoyable. It's like something different. I've never seen kills where it just makes you smile through the movie and you enjoy it. I've never seen kills like that where it just feels so odd, and it's still it's like an entertaining slasher movie in a way that I've never seen before. So I see that as the sequel to the original, which is, I don't watch the original, and it's not likely anyone would ever will, so it will sit there. But I just wanted to see it as that's the sequel. Halloween Kills is a sequel to the original. And I think the next one's Halloween Ends. I didn't buy that crap, of course. But H2O, that's what happens when people praise certain things like the other thing. I don't know. I don't feel like getting into that. But what is it? H2O, it used to be I only had H2O, and that was the only Halloween movie I liked. And I tend like the other ones didn't exist. What we got? Finding Dory is a movie my girl told me to buy. That's the only reason I bought it. I just thought it was just I forgot. I think they were trying to be sad too many times. They were jerking me off to me. What I was saying in my review. She kept thinking she's about to see her family, and then she doesn't, and then again. It's like they're doing it too much. I remember just saying the line as they kept just jerking off too many times. I don't care. Stop. I'm trying to get to the parts where there's some mess ups real quickly. I need to make this a lot quicker. Aliens. I'm going to fix this. In my video, I show Aliens 1 and 2. Then it went to Predator, Predator 2, and Prey, and then Aliens 3. That is a mess up that I will fix and put it back like it should be in a moment. But I kind of see it as they're all a franchise, as in and this is the story, how it starts out with aliens, and then it goes to Predator, and then it goes to, but I know, I don't know where Predator versus Aliens jumps in. I think it jumps in somewhere in there, but I think I'm gonna fix the order of how I feel the timeline is, but that's some other time. I'm not really worried about that. I'm just putting the Aliens in order and Predator at the bottom. But I'm going to still leave Prey as the third one to the Predator and Predators. Or Predator 2, I'm sorry, not Predators. I don't have Predators. But yeah, I need to fix that. I forgot about buying Aquaman 2 because, like I said, I brought that up. I think it's physical media matters, where Target, Best Buy, they're not selling movies. And Aquaman 2 is probably at Walmart, and I just, maybe I might get it today. But I was just thinking about this. Wait till it goes down in price, since I already have Max that I'm using off of someone else. And so I will get Aquaman 2. Normally I buy movies right when they come out. But Aquaman 2 is kind of like, it's not, I don't have any problem with it. I thought it was entertaining, a good family film. I don't like Aquaman 1 that much, and I kind of explained that some video before. So, but yeah, I will get Aquaman 2. Should have had that ready for the Blu-ray thing. What were we into? Horror. Let me sit down now since we're lower. Horror. So this would be more like the part 2. Don't have anything to say. Get Out, I didn't really care for. I thought it was just okay. I think I said in my review it kind of sucked. Good story, good directing, but it was just, I'd rather watch Hostel. But would I have anything to say about horror? I can say for my comedy, the only thing I'm missing is Money Talks. That's supposed to come out on Blu-ray next week, so I will have Money Talk in there. Is there anything else I'm missing here? And really, and then I was talking about I think the last thing to talk about is I made some mistakes when I was looking at my Blu Ray collection. Like I said, I like my Blu Ray collection to be perfection, where there's nothing wrong, like the aliens thing being messed up. Is I had 2 of the same movies, or actually more than 2. I found out I had 2 Darkman Blu-ray and 4K, and 2 Total Recall. It's just when I buy the 4K, usually I get rid of the Blu-ray. And sometimes I like, my Darkman was the collector's edition, so I'm thinking it was a better picture Blu-ray. I'll take that disc out and take the Blu-ray disc out of the Darkman 4K and switch them, so I don't get rid of the better Blu-ray. And then I'll still trade it in and they'll have the wrong disc. But yeah, it was, I had 2 of the A Man From Nowhere, Total Recall, Darkman, and I can't remember what the other thing was. So it showed up twice in my Blu-ray collection. I didn't realize that until I watched my video. And it makes me want to redo the video, but I'm not going to, because every time I show my Blu-ray collection, I have always made sure everything was right first. But I totally forgot to get rid of them once I bought the 4K, I totally forgot about that. So I found out that the faculty got delayed from coming out 4K, which is whatever, annoying, but whatever. Hopefully Departed doesn't, but I do know Departed is coming with a 1 disc, so I'm going to have to buy a 4K case from Amazon that holds 2 discs so I can put the Blu-ray in there, which is annoying, but whatever. So yeah, that's really about it. I'm trying to think, but I did not like, my biggest mistake I did not like is having 2 of the same movies, so many times in my Blu-ray collection. I don't like doing that. I don't like having those mistakes at all. Like I said, it's just, yeah, but yeah, so anyways, that's really about it. Wild Wild West. I say something about Wild Wild West. I know that's supposed to be attacking social media, but I'm going to go. There's 3 movies I didn't buy for a while because in my memory, I thought they were bad. Actually, there's probably about 5 movies that are in my collection now that were in my collection for a long time. In my memory, I guess it was known as bad, or maybe social media tricked me in a way, as in like the news during that time. One was End of Days. I remember enjoying it when I saw it in theaters, but I forgot I did because you heard so many attacks saying it sucked. So I was thinking, oh, I guess it sucked. I can't remember, and I never bought it until I gave it a chance on one of those apps. I was like, oh, this is good. I like it. It's something different. Next one is Man in Black 2. It took me a while to buy that movie because I remember being disappointed with it. But what turns out, it was kind of like Quantum Solace, because Quantum Solace, I was very disappointed with that movie. And it hit me, the reason why I was disappointed with like let's say Man in Black 2, it's the same like what in Quantum of Solace. It just wasn't as good as the last one. So Quantum of Solace, of course, it can't be good as the last one because Casino Royale is my third favorite movie. So what am I expecting it to be that good or even close? No, when it's in my best top 10 favorite movies, it's gonna be hard to be in there. And Man in Black is a really good movie. So basically the point is, they were on Netflix or something, and I started watching them, and I figured this is not so bad. The other one was G.I. Joe. I remember just being upset by that movie, walking out thinking, where's the danger? They have this suit, they're crashing through buildings and cars. Where's the danger? I was one of those people. And then I guess it was on Netflix and I was watching it, just remembering how corny it was. And I kept enjoying myself. I was like, really? Am I still enjoying this movie? It's halfway through. I don't know, because I've been watching them turn off your brain CGI Disney Marvel. But it seemed to be even darker than Disney Marvel. Like they pushed more things like stabbing and all that. And I ended up buying it because I was like, I enjoyed it all the way through the end. I don't know how, because I really despise that movie walking out of theaters. It's so weird how your mind can change. That's why I was wondering about these movies like Batman Superman and Monster Hunter. When you're so full of being biased and hate, can your mind really hate something for no reason? It's just like, it's just weird because like X-Men Dark Phoenix is a really good movie. That's my girl's favorite X-Men movie. And honestly, I gotta say, probably my favorite X-Men movie is X-Men Dark Phoenix. But I don't remember the old ones, even though I have them as much as, I haven't really went back and watched those in a long ass time. But right now, me and my girl's favorite X-Men is X-Men Dark Phoenix. What else? And Doom. I remember walking out of the movie Doom, just being annoyed and thinking, where's the monsters? Where's the monsters? So years later, probably about 4 years ago, I was at someone's house and it was just on TV and I was watching it and I thought it wasn't that bad. And I thought if you pretend like the game doesn't exist, where you're thinking about where's the monsters, the movie isn't that bad. That's why I have Doom. So those are the movies that took a while to hit my Blu Ray collection because my mind was just not open at the time or something. I don't know. And I have some movies like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I was like looking at my Blu Ray collection and I was like, man, I wish I would took that out. Why I feel I just have it in there because I wanted to give it. But I haven't really fully watched it fully since being an adult. So I'm thinking maybe I'll keep it, maybe I'll get rid of it because I don't know. But and anything else, I kind of talk about my Blu Ray collection. I was a huge fan of Jean-Claude Van Damme when I was a kid. And I didn't even give, Arnold Schwarzenegger or Bruce Lee the time in the day. I did see Enter the Dragon, but I didn't appreciate it as much as I do now. Enter the Dragon, But do I have time cop with my Jean-Claude Van Damme movies? But I gotta go. But I'm supposed to have them all together. I think I had time cop somewhere else, and I need to put those together. All the Jean-Claude Van Damme movies together. But anyways, I can't think of anything else that anyone would have questions by. I'm looking at one like movie 43. There's a couple stories that we like. Our favorite, the first two stories are the best. The Ball Chan and What You Say to My Chest. The other ones certain ones are just okay. Not bad. But the way it was attacked, it didn't deserve that. So it's mostly. It dies out or certain things or certain stories I don't watch because they're dumb, but certain ones are still entertaining to watch. But everyone laughed so hard when it came to the balls on the chin. That's the first one. And I do like the guy who was doing the interview and how he said he sucked off the security guard. And he said, he's gay? He said, no, he fought me all the way. But anyways, and that's really about it. I gotta go. I think that's really about it. I explained anything that could be questionable in my Blu Ray collection. I think so. I was to say something about higher learning. I have not really fully gave that. I just remember being when I was a kid, thinking it was so sad that of the guy who dies, the Nazi guy, because I didn't like how he was being treated. So I was thinking, I always felt sad for him when I was a kid when I seen it. So seeing an adult, I had never sit through it all. I sit through probably, I kind of, I didn't get to the ending. I got close to the ending as an adult, but I just put it in there, figure, maybe someday I'll finish it, you know, again, you know. Is there something else? Oh, one more last thing is where I had, here's a double feature that's Dumb and Dumber and The Mask. If you can't see that, that's Under Shadow of Hell. But there's one more, it's, I don't know if you could see, it was when I watched it, it was The Perfect Storm and Three Kings and Perfect Storm. That was a special double feature with 2 movies in one. I have it because I remember feeling so sad when I was a kid. But that was because I was a kid and understanding it was a true story. But now being an adult, and I have seen it as an older adult, probably like 5 years ago, I saw it to be kind of boring. And I think it's because I'm more knowledgeable that these true stories aren't really so true after all. And I do like Three Kings kind of, you know, but it almost feels like it shouldn't be my Blu Ray collection anymore. So that is something, but I just always kept it, you know, because it's kind of like one more is Anaconda. Now this video turned out to be long again. Anaconda is a boring movie, and Angelina Jolie's dad cannot act in that movie. He's good at Enemy of the State, but not this movie. But it's kind of like, is there a better movie about a snake killing people? No. So they did pretty good out of all the other movies they have tried. So they did pretty good. And another one was Perfect Storm. There's no good water movie since Perfect Storm. You know, like that, like ocean, be stuck in the ocean. That I don't think I have any other ocean movie except Perfect Storm. So that's why I figure, well, it's not that bad. I guess, you know, it's still. I mean, you know, I can't count Deep Blue Sea because I'll pick Deep Blue Sea over that. Anyways, I gotta go. And that's really about it. Hopefully I'm not as long as my last one. But yeah, that's really about it. All right, peace.